what's up, DC? What's up, Howard Universe? This is WHBC 96.3 HD3, and I'm joined with a very special guest, Stalley.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself for those that don't know.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Stalley, the BCG General. How y'all doing?
So you just wrapped your show in DC, and you're currently on tour. So how's that going so far?
So the tour has been great. It's the Head Trip tour, Reflection Itself, the Head Trip. The project is out right now. So we've been to, I believe, 6 or 7 cities so far. DC has been the best so far. I'm not just saying that. It's been crazy. It's been lit. But you know what I wanted to do was get intimate venues, put real fans, you know, people who have supported me like yourself for years, and just really vibe out and have a family atmosphere and really just have fun. And it's been just that this whole tour. So
good to hear it. So right now you're in the United States, of course, but you've been all over the world. So
Yes.
Is there anywhere that you haven't toured that you'd like to?
Japan. I haven't been to Japan, so that's somewhere that I would love to see, and I would love to tour. From what I know, I do have like a strong fan base over there, but I haven't got a chance to be there. So Japan will probably be my #1 choice.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
All right, now being in the game for so long and going through a couple career changes, when you get to experience moments like this where you get to directly interact with fans, what goes through your head today during the shows?
Man, just the love, you know what I mean? The energy that I get, the excitement that I get, and the excitement that I see on, you know, the people's faces, that just gives me a whole different type of euphoria, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole cloud 9 like feeling. So I love that feeling, and it's an amazing feeling. And I just appreciate it. I really, truly appreciate everybody who comes out and supports. And, you know, it takes a lot, you know what I mean, for somebody to leave their house, to spend their own money, you know, to spend their gas money, whatever it is to get here. So it's just appreciated, but I love it. And I love that feeling when I'm on stage, just looking out at the crowd and just seeing the people's enjoyment as well.
Sure. I know that's definitely true now that you've become a lot closer with your fans, especially with this latest project, Reflections Itself, the Head Trip.
Yes.
And this project, of course, is a self-proclaimed testimony to your presidency.
Yes.
So you've been independent for about 3 years now. So I'm curious to know, why did you decide now would be the time? And what was that moment when you decided, okay, I want to reflect on what I'm going through now?
Man, you know, like, I just took time with myself, you know what I mean? I'm Muslim, so I spent time through Ramadan just really just zoning out, just really just taking myself away from everything worldly, just really diving into studying and my spirituality and just my meaning, my purpose of what I want to do, not only just musically, but with just my life. And that enabled me to be able to you know, reflect and just sit back and really think like, man, like, why did I start making music in the first place? Because I've been so many places on this journey, and my head has been so many places. My thoughts have been so many places. So I really got to reflect on just my present state. I feel like in my music, I've always spoke about past or things going on in my life, but not so much at this exact moment, and that's what I did with this.
Yeah, for sure. Now getting into the creation of the project, from that deciding moment to reflect up until the release date, how long did it take to complete?
Oh man, you know, it's funny because right after, like I said, Ramadan, I didn't do any music, but soon as when it was over, I dove right into the music, and it probably took me like a week or 2, and I was finished. But it was just such a creative burst that I had, and so many thoughts that I had going through my head during that process that I was able to put out. And then my homie Jansport, who produced the project, gave me the perfect canvas to be able to speak my feelings and my heart. And yeah, so it was a quick process.
Okay. Did that process push out only 9 projects? I mean, 9 tracks. If not, how many were?
It probably pushed out maybe, I would say maybe 12, but I narrowed it down to 9 that I felt was the most cohesive and spoke truest to where my thoughts were at the moment.
Gotcha. Now you did mention Jansport Jay. How did you link up with him?
Man, I linked up with him actually through Twitter. Like, yeah, we was following each other, and I heard some of his production, and I reached out to him, and then we just started building online. He started sending music to me, or production to me, and then it just worked out that way. We got on the phone and had some conversations. This was before even us meeting, like, officially in person. We just had phone conversations and chatted about what I was going through, what I was thinking, where I wanted to go with the music, and then it just built like that.
That's dope. Now for the reflection itself, I know the project touches on a lot of emotions for you. So which track would you say hits the hardest and why?
Man, that's a good question. I would probably say maybe Hold It Up, because, you know, just going through the process of being a signed artist and being independent, or being indie then signed and indie again, I should say, you know, people always tell you what they feel like you should be, what type of artist you should be, what type of music you should rap, how you should rap. And they always tell you, hold it down, you gotta hold it down for us, and you gotta, but they never talk about what you should do for yourself. And that, you know, that song there, Hold It Up, is just really me telling myself, like, man, forget what everybody else is saying. I gotta do what is true to me and what makes me happy. So.
Got it. Now, I know this project is definitely one where you really just gotta zone out and listen to the music to not only comprehend what you went through, but also to reflect on the journey. So I want to touch on some standout moments. So we got All So New.
Yes.
This record touches on mental health.
Yes.
So you have quotes like "sat desperate for days trying to fill the page," anxiety and stress, I had to endure, and just talking about fending for your sanity. So what are some ways that you self-care, and any words of encouragement that you might have for somebody going through the same?
Man, I self-care with just speaking to God, you know what I mean, and just really going into, you know, my spirituality and just having faith. It really has been the reason why I'm here, the reason why I'm able to sit here and speak on it. Also, you know, if you have friends, if you have family, anyone you can talk to, make sure that you do speak to them, and just kind of like have somebody to hear you out, or just to be able to like, what, you know, you just want somebody that's gonna listen and not and encourage, you know, like not someone who is going to judge you. That's what it is, because I feel like, especially as black people, we are taught to be so strong and to be so hard and tough, and we can't cry, we can't show emotions, we can't feel a certain way without being calling names. So I think that you really want to be with somebody, or around people who won't judge you and who will be able to be sympathetic to what you're going through, you know what I mean? But I, for me personally, you know, it's a lot of my faith in just speaking to God and believing that things will get better. Sometimes it's tough to even feel that, you know, to feel that or think that way. But it's important that you, I guess, that you have some type of spiritual connection that you can hold on to.
Sure. Now, for a man, you say one of the best in the game, but never brought up. So I'm curious to know what you think it takes for consumers and tastemakers alike to really champion artists who have a lyrical style like yours.
Oh man, I'm not sure. You know, like I sometimes think about that question myself. But I think sometimes it's the positions that people are put in with, I guess, the teams that they're on, or the labels that they're on, or the cosigns that they get. It's you know, it could be different reasons for it, or it can be different platforms that people are able to see you in a certain light, or be presented to you in a certain way. But yeah, I wish I knew the answer.
I know, I figure out. Now, for reflection, you mentioned Supreme Grit.
Yes.
What is the most rewarding part about having untouchable perseverance?
Man, just the reward of what I did tonight, you know what I mean? Just the celebration, the part where you have people who celebrate you and who really respect what you do, and the grind and the grit and that you do put in yourself and put into your craft. It's always rewarding when people are able to, you know, see you in your element, and to be able to give them the gift that, you know, that you wanted to give, or to be able to express it in a way that you wanted to, on the music, but in a live setting where people actually come out and feel that energy.
Sure. Now, in this era, of course, a lot of your story surrounds your independence. Now, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm curious to know what was the biggest shock and ultimately the biggest lesson when you made that switch from major?
Man, the biggest lesson, or I would say the biggest shock is, well, I don't know if it was a shock or a lesson, but it was definitely just doing everything yourself, you know what I mean? Like just like even this tour, like setting this tour up, calling every venue, like it's really no help, or even shooting videos and reaching out to, people to shoot videos, the studio, even with making music, it's like I had to build a studio in my house, you know what I'm saying? Just to be able to really be able to be as creative as I want to be. So it's a lot of grinding. It's really a blue collar sport when you're independent, for sure.
Gotcha. Now speaking of blue collar, now outside of even being in a major, you kind of was always doing your own thing with blue collar games.
Yes.
Now we know that you are now a master of self.
Yes.
And all of the knowledge you've gained, you're able to now give back to artists. So first, talk to me about what the roster looks like today.
Yeah, so right now we got Life Dutchie and we got Gerald Walker on Blue Collar Gang. Life Dutchie is from East New York, Brooklyn. Gerald Walker is from Chicago, Illinois. And we just building it up. And just with like-minded individuals, people who have the same grind and the grit, the same mentality and sensibilities, not only just in the music, but in life, people who want to just be good people and want to give out good music and be positive and uplifting. We want to move on that accord. And that's what the guys that I have now. And we obviously, I'm trying to expand it and build, and I want it to be more than just a label, or I want it to be a marketing brand, a brand that is clothing and sports, music, entertainment, everything. I want it to be because I feel like there's so many people who get overlooked or come from areas where they are, like you mentioned before, like what does it take to get certain artists the recognition that they deserve? And that's what I want Blue Collar to stand on and stand for, is to get people the recognition and the light and the shine that they deserve for being the talent that they are.
Got it. Now, what does the future look like for Stalley and BCG?
Man, just growing. Keep on building, keep on doing shows like we did tonight, and just keep on expanding the brand, expanding the music. For the future, we got a lot of music coming, a lot of shows coming. We got merchandise coming. Just staying on people's necks.
For sure, I'm excited to see that.
Thank you.
Now, at this point in your career, if there's just one thing that you want everybody to know about Stalley, what would that be?
Man, I just want them to know that I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. I do it for the people, and I do it for like-minded individuals, and I just want everybody to be better people, and I want them to get that through the music.
Dope. Now, let the people know where they can stream the project, see you on tour, and follow you for more.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Stalley, Stalley. My Facebook, Stalley Music. Make sure y'all like my Facebook. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's what the YouTubers say. Yeah. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Stalley Vid. That's STALLEYVID. And anything Stalley or Blue Collar Gang, you can go to bluecollargang.com. Spelled correct, bluecollargang.com, and everything is there. All the tour dates is there. All the merchandise is there. Whatever you need, it's a one-stop Stalley shop and Blue Collar Gang shop. All the music can be streamed on any streaming service, YouTube, wherever you get music is there. Reflection of Self, the Head Trip is out now.
That's right, the Head Trip. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right, y'all. Keep it locked right here on WHBC 96.3 HD.